Hello, my dear friends. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. Today, we're going to be discussing the options for artists to come and work in the States or get a residency. And more specifically, we're going to be discussing O1B visa and EB1A visa for artists. At the end of this video, you'll be able to know how to get a free evaluation of your case within 48 hours, something that other attorneys call a consultation and want you to pay them $300. You get it here absolutely free. Let's go. I'm talking about this because, first of all, we get a lot of approvals for O1B visa and EB1A for artists all over the world, including NFT artists. So art could be real and art could be virtual. So if you fall within one or the other, you can qualify for one of the talent visas. And the other reason why I'm talking about this is because the market for art in the States is the biggest in the world. You get the premium bug for your paintings, you get the premium treatment from your clients. So the States is the country to go if you are a talented artist. Alright, so what's the biggest difference to begin with between O1B visa and EB1A for artists? This is a very deep and philosophical question. However, I will try to answer as short as I can. So, first of all, you know that O1B visa requires a US employer. So you have to have someone or something that wants your services here. So there is no way in O1B visa to come without someone sponsoring your petition, meaning they sign and giving you a job offer. It could be an agent, it could be an agency, it could be just American company, it could be a group of people. There's a lot of options you can go with. Also, it's possible to open up your own company and claim it as an employer, and this is an option you have to consider. We usually discuss it in more details at the immigration planning, but remember, there is a way for you to become your own employer if we're talking about O1B. EB1A, there is no need to have an employer in the States, although you can, but it could be self-petition, meaning you file on your own through the attorney, usually without an employer. The philosophical difference between O1B and EB1A, besides that one is non-immigrant, O1B, and one is an immigrant, EB1 that leads you to the green card, is the prestige of your achievements, of your recognition. The higher your recognition, the higher your achievements, the closer you are to the green card. The lower your recognition and achievement, the closer you are to O1B visa. And O1B visa is pretty simplistic to get in case you're an artist. All you need to have is some press about you, recommendations from other artists that are recognized, and some galleries, some exhibitions, and things like that, right? So if you have all these three, you already qualify for O1B visa. Of course, you can also be working in some good brand or do something for a big brand or famous brand or recognizable or distinguished brand. That will be additional criterion. You may be an ambassador of some brand. It could be another criteria. You could be a judge of work of others. There is more criteria to add up to these three. For this to be easy to understand, just remember these three, and if you get all three, then you're good to go for O1B. When we talk about EB1A, the talent in art, and in this particular case, an artist who is nationally or internationally recognized. We need to have the same thing for O1B, but we also need to see how prestigious those achievements are. If for O1B it's enough to have like a national gallery where you show your work and this is it, right? For EB1A, I would want to see your works to be exhibited in other countries, right? So this needs to have some international incorporation into your petition. So you need to look for recognition that goes beyond your country. Stanislav, is it possible to get EB1A visa without any international recognition, but with very top recognition in my own country. Yes, of course, I have a pretty good experience, and I would say about 40 to 60% of my clients, and I have hundreds and hundreds of these petitions, have only national recognition. And I'm talking about EB1A visa. But in this case, I will need a lot of evidence. I will need a very good evidentiary base. It's not one gallery, it's 3 galleries. It's not 2 articles about you in the press, it may be 5 or 6 articles. In EB1A, we need not only quality, but also quantity, right? So that's where the quality meets, and the more we have, the better it becomes. Also in EB1A, there is a very important criterion as original and significant contribution to the field of art, of paintings. And if you have your own style, if you wrote a book, if you're being called to the conferences, maybe invented a new type of brush or new type of technique or the way you move the brush, and you're famous for it, you became the one to introduce this to the industry, that could be a contribution into the field, and this is a very important criteria to have for EB1A visa. Of course, it's not always there, but it's always good to have it or create it as we go and develop your strategy for your petition. I would want to see your solo exhibitions. It's not required, but it shows the expertise in your field. It shows that people are willing to pay money to go and see your paintings in a gallery or in museum or in some other platform. This is very important. Also, I want to see that your paintings sell for the top buck. I would say if you sell your paintings or NFTs for that matter, for $5,000 and more, we can probably make a very good argument that you satisfy the commercial success in your endeavor in your paintings. And of course, I had clients who have been selling their paintings for over $100,000. I mean, that's great. One NFT artist sold her collection for $2 million. And again, it's a case-by-case analysis. Maybe you're from a very small country, maybe you're from Zimbabwe in Africa, and to sell a painting for $500 in your country is like beyond all success and all dreams. So we probably be able to make a good argument on that. And of course, for EB1A, if you are called to TV shows, to radio shows, this is like a common recognition of you within the other artists. Although I know it's very competitive, but it's good to have that, at least that respect. Then you again moving closer to the green card, and it's possible to get that done. So if you heard something that resonated in your mind, you are a really good candidate for both visa. I don't know which one yet, but for us to learn, you have to go below this video and fill out the questionnaire that I specially prepared for you to give you a free evaluation of your case within 48 hours after you fill it out. So after I give you my free analysis, I will invite you to the immigration planning, where we will meet for 45 minutes either in my office or through the Zoom, and I will build the initial strategy for your case in order to proceed and be able to get 90% approval of your petition if it's EB1A and 100% approval if it's O1B visa. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the best YouTube channel on the entire YouTube among the immigration attorneys. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my Instagram, guys, because there's a lot of information you're missing out if you don't follow me on Instagram, because there's a lot of posts, there's everyday stories, and I tell you and explain you how things work every day. I am Stanislav Shamaev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.